Um, Hi, I'm Crystal. I had a thought that sprang to mind, and I wanted to make a video about that. Um, it's short. It's a thought that had sprung into my mind. I compare relationships to um, consider you building a brick house with your significant other. Now, this is kind of based on like a narcissistic um standpoint in a way. It's like if you're building a house, say you're say brick by brick, you're building a house with your lover, your significant other, your spouse. You're on one side, he's on the other, and you're building and you're building and you're building. If your spouse runs over and knocks one of your bricks down that you had just laid down, what does that mean? What does it mean when your spouse comes over and knocks one of your bricks down? I mean, too much of this, you're never going to build a home. So if you have a spouse, but then again, you can build a home with the right spouse that does not knock your bricks down. And if a brick falls, he comes over and picks it up. But the brick again fell. He didn't necessarily run over and knock it down. You see what I'm saying? This is my interpretation of how this world needs to understand how to love and love correctly. Because nobody really seems to understand, don't be with somebody who neglects you. Don't be with somebody who, you know, treat you wrong. They don't seem to get that. They don't seem to understand. But I thought that metaphor might help. Is if you're building a house brick by brick, you're going to build a home eventually with someone who never knocks your bricks down. Eventually, you're going to build your home. If you're in a relationship with a lover who is knocks your bricks, runs over, and knocks a brick down, I mean, you're never going to build a home. It's never going to happen. So, um, I just wanted to share that thought, and I hope I got through to some people. I don't know if I should speak more or not, but it's more like neglect, and I mean, it's like if your lover says, when there's no compromise, when there's hostility, things like that, hostility, lack of compromise, things like that is the metaphor for your lover running over and knocking your brick down. He won't compromise. He's hostile. He's jealous. Anything is almost like your lover is running over and knocking down your brick. But if you do have the right partner, which is somebody who's always going to build with you, they would never knock a brick down. And if they see your brick fall, it's sympathetic that your brick has fallen. And I think this is such a vital piece of information just for the dating world itself. Is like, you want to make sure you're with someone you're going to build that home with. And maybe I think this needs more thought than people realize, because it is an attainable goal. Um the reason is because you're going to build a home with the right one. But as long as you stay with someone who's hostile towards you, who fights with you, who doesn't take care of your children, who's greedy with their money, who, you know, maybe doesn't always tell you their whereabouts, that is the metaphor of them running over and knocking your bricks down. Is almost your emotions. Like emotionally hurting you without concern. Like, I knocked your brick down. I don't care I hurt you, You don't care. You did it intentionally. And I think if you do want to be in a successful relationship, you have to build a home. And building a home means you're with someone who's supportive and someone who will eventually build that house with you, and you can make it a home. Please take that into mind, because I think it's a really great piece of information. Thank you.